going? Today we're going to go over how to draw a space Godzilla, just kind of a close-up, more realistic version of the face. I will do the full body realistic if you request it, so let me know. So let's draw face of space Godzilla, okay? I'm going to go over here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of like zoom in there, and I'm going to be going like angle up right here for the kind of top of the eye. Over here on this side. That's the far side eye right there. Far side brow, basically. Gonna go right here and draw the actual eye, not the brow, like so. I'm gonna go over here to the far end and draw that. Line, bag under here, bag under here. I'm gonna draw a little bit of the snout outward, so line, line, line. Line, line, line. Pulling in. So the snout's going to pull out right there. You're going to have a little bit of a bump here for the nose. And the nostril right here, nostril right here. Cool, cool. Pulling in. Out. Pulling in. Okay, I'm gonna go right here to the front, and I'm gonna curve for kind of the front of the mouth area. Curve over here. I believe the original Godzilla was based on like a pit bull or something, like a dog. I thought. So I don't know if I don't know if that rings true for Space Godzilla as well. Curve, curve. Big old tooth on the right outside of his mouth here on his cheek. And right here, I'm gonna draw tons and tons and tons of teeth right here. He's got bigger teeth than regular Godzilla. If you've never seen the movie Space Godzilla, check it out. It's really cool. Arrow right here in the middle of his face, on the top of his head. It looks like a downward slanted arrow. Pulling up. Angle at the top. Line, little line at the top, curve down. It's going to get bigger as it goes outward. Another spike in the back, another spike in the back. Outward over here, like there's a kind of a spike on the on his brow. Right, the actual brow itself is a spike. He's pretty much full of spikes. I know he's very cool. Like the design's very, very cool. But I kind of see that effect a lot, where you can tell somebody's trying to make it as cool as they can. Kind of like Gigan, who's another cool character. It's got my aesthetic. I love aesthetics like that. Over here, curve, and line out over here for the back of the head. Underneath, pulling back, and kind of pulling the neck out. He's got a really big neck. Down to the chest area below that. And we're going to throw that. He has gigantic crystals on his shoulders, so I'm going to throw a line out over here. More or less going to go out into the background over there. And these thin, like where the crystal connects to his shoulder. Line over here. Okay, so we have the general layout. Now what I want to do is I want to go in and make them a little bit more organic, right? So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go into the eye, and I'm going to give him the eyes first off, you know, the pupil and iris. Same thing on that side. Curved line. You know, it's kind of squinting his eyes. He's kind of got a patchy face, like they got a bulky face. That's a big thing. Line, 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 and just kind of slowly toying with that bulkiness of the face. Gonna toy with the teeth here. Line over here. Curve underneath. couple lines here for the, you know, the front of the stomach area. The front of the neck, right? Got a shoulder over there, but we're gonna let that float off. And we can darken the area around the eye to give it a little bit more texture. And he's gonna be entirely textured at this point. Like literally the whole thing's gonna be textured. Right? From this point on, you're like, okay, what can I do to, let's see, fill out the spike right here. Alright, gonna go down here, underneath, pull up. Line, down here. Gonna find, again, I'm just like shaping, literally it's all texture right now. Just gonna throw in a couple of dots in here. Figuring out some stuff. It's kind of amazing to kind of describe that to somebody because it's so like what next? Well, now I'm gonna throw little patches of flick marks here to make the skin look a little more bubbly, right? Like this. You're making the skin look a little more bubbly and gross because he's a reptile. You know, that's kind of the way it works. But I'm throwing these curved lines. See these little curves underneath right there? I'm peppering it all over the place so that it looks like a texture. Like so. And I'm just gonna keep doing it all over the place. It's a different style of drawing. I know sometimes I'll just give you straight up, but a lot of this is kind of like, okay, it's how do you teach texture and stuff like that. Go to sketchingeasy.com. I go over how to do that stuff. If you've never drawn anything in your life and you want to be able to draw anything, go to sketchingeasy.com and click the dragon. There's an introductory lesson over there on how to kind of draw anything. So the example I would give you is like how to steady your hand. For example, like if you have shaky hands, how do you steady that? Go to sketchingeasy.com and click that dragon, and there's a free lesson on there. I mean free, like you don't have to sign up for nothing, just literally just pop it in and check it out. Alrighty. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this. I want to thank you very much. I will see you in the next video, and that was Space Godzilla. If you go to comic conventions, they kind of draw it like this too. They draw it like this. Sketchy style. Thank you so much. I will see you next time.